Assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to another episode of the Science of Farming show. This is a show, this is the melody, and I love doing. So we'll open up as usual in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Thank you. So we bear witness that there is no God but Allah. Muhammad is his messenger, and I greet you all in the greeting words of peace, our guests and our audience in the greeting words of peace and paradise of Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yes, we are so happy to have back on joining us on the show, Sister Patrice and her beautiful grandson. And we were just talking behind the scenes. I was telling this sister that she is such an inspiration. She and her grandson are both a tremendous inspiration. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Sister Melody to take it from here. And let's get started and reintroduce our guests to those who are joining us for the first time today. So take it away, Sister Melody.
Okay, so this is our second or third time having, of course, our wonderful sister from Charlotte area back on with us with her son, of course. How we met, of course, I was doing a canon class for the Bugs Conference, which is coming up in Detroit this year. So anyway, we've been together since. I mean, that's friendships in all walks of life. So we got Florida, we got the Philadelphia area, and we got Charlotte. So Sister Beatrice, oh my God, sis, I don't even know what to say, because between us talking about growing and preparing for the fall, you and your grandson and some of the other people that you have over there with you, y'all been doing so much infrastructure that you need to have in order to be able to have the right housing and things for these gardens and things like that. So please, sis, go ahead and tell us some of the things that you're doing right now to help us, encourage our listeners to do something.
Awesome. Thank y'all for having us on. There's so much going on. We're winterizing now, getting ready for the fall. All the watermelons and cantaloupe and tomatoes and cucumbers are gone, and now we're doing leafy green vegetables. Our broccoli and cauliflower and kale and things of those natures is now going into the ground. And we're also winterizing the greenhouses. This one right here behind us, turn it around. Yeah, this one is our tropical greenhouse. I don't know if you see it behind there. We're winterizing that to see if we can grow all year round. And we have papaya and moringa in there. So it's a big feat to see if we could keep them alive throughout the winter, but that's our aim. That's our goal. And then here, go ahead.
Sister Beatrice, I wanted, when you mentioned papaya, this is my first year growing papaya. Any suggestions for me on keeping that? Because I've got to winterize mine too whenever it does start to get cooler. But how do you feed your plant?
So we have our aquaponics system that makes fertilizer. It's not the traditional aquaponics system, but we have a different one, and it allows us to grow our own animal feed, make fertilizer. So winterizing, we use straw to ensure that there's no air coming in at the base. We use black 55-gallon containers. We have like 6 of them in each one, and we put it with water. So when the sun comes, heats up that water, it dispenses through the night, and that keeps it a hotter temperature during the nighttime, because you might survive in the daytime, but nighttime come, you have to find a way to keep that greenhouse warm. So we use straw, and we double the plastic, and we use straw, and we put doors on both ends to insulate it. And that's how we winterize our greenhouses. Now, I'm not sure why you're growing papaya, but we grow papaya as feed for the animals. The leaves are for nutrition. And feed right now is so expensive for horses, sheep, goats. That's why we grow it. So hopefully, it might be a little bit too cold for us to have fruit, but I was told we could have fruit. We just haven't had it yet. But us growing it is really for the leaves.
That's really good information to know for those who also have animals who are tuning in. And I do want to take a moment to just return the greeting to all of those who are giving the greetings of Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Thank you all so much for joining us. But so your animals, you use the papaya leaves to feed the animals.
We actually have a whole series of stuff to cut the cost of feed. So we have chicken.
Can you share that with us? I'm learning too. I'm taking notes.
Okay, so we also grow azolla, which is a real small micro plant that if you get to grow it prolifically, you'll have enough feed. It's very highly nutritious, and chickens can eat it. All animals can eat it, and it's high nutrition. The other plant that we're growing is comfrey, and I forgot the name of it. I think it's from Germany, not the traditional American comfrey, but the one from Germany, which is dark green with a purple flower. So that's another highly nutritional plant and a medicine for us. And so what we found out was like this field right here, this was our alfalfa field. And it failed terribly because the weeds overtook it. And we invested a lot of time into this field, but it didn't work. But what we're going to do this year, what we found out was 1 acre of comfrey is equal to 50 acres of alfalfa.
Whoa.
So, yes. So we're switching to comfrey.
Yes.
Because alfalfa is a hard plant to grow. It's very hard. The competition, anything could choke it out. So comfrey is not that hard to grow. It's a lot easier to grow. And it multiplies really well. At the root base, they grow nods. So you get one plant, and as you leave it into the ground to grow, the root system will start growing more root systems. And then you take that root system and you divide it. You might have 10 nods. You started out with one and then you have 10 nods. So you separate the 10 nods and put it back in the ground and you got 10 more plants.
Wow.
So, and the
chickens can have the comfrey too, Sister Beatrice?
You could dry it out and give it to them, add it to their feed, whatever other food you're giving to them. And it's like a medicine. So it will help them stay healthy. Things like that. It's like a medicine because it's so highly nutritious.
And sis, isn't that the Humphrey that you told me, oh, Sister Mal, you got that on the land? And when my son was in pain and we could you asked me, is that the one, right? The Humphrey.
That's the one. So it's also called bone knit. They used it in the wars, and it's so powerful. You break a leg, you break a bone, they wrap your leg with this leaf, and your body begins to heal immediately. Within 3 days, you'll see a difference. And
I did hear about how
powerful.
Right. I did hear about how powerful that is to healing the bones. So to our audience, please, if you're not growing some comfrey, look, take some notes because I'm definitely going to grow comfrey. Now you said it's the German type. So where would you get that particular brand?
You could go online, and the difference is the one in America is light green. The one from Germany is a nice dark green pointed leaf with a purple flower.
Okay. Thank you.
And it might not say, it doesn't call it German, but that's how you tell the difference. Okay. That's how they don't call it Germany comfrey. They just call it comfrey, but you'll definitely see the difference.
So since because we in all different counties and all different zones, they have to have a different varieties of comfrey. So should we get the native comfrey to whatever zone we're in?
Well, I stick with the German one because it's an actual feed for the animals.
Okay,
I can't say if there's something inside the other comfrey or if it lacks nutrition for the animals. I can't say that. I don't know that research, but I do know the German one. And like you said, they say you're not supposed to grow another plant from another area. They're all native. But I would have to get research to say which one is, I think the one The dark green one is more nutritious.
Yes, and we have someone in our comments, Sister Valerie. She's saying that she's actually growing comfrey. And are you able to move her comment up so I can see the remainder of it? Okay. Yes. Alhamdulillah, this is Sister Valerie. I'm growing comfrey and did not know how to divide. So that was very good information, Sister Beatrice. Very good information.
From the root system. Okay. Yes, you pull it out and you'll see nods, little bumps, and you separate them bumps, and each one is a new plant.
Wow. I see this log cabin looking thing right there. Tell us about that.
This is our masterpiece. We just finished this one. It's actually a smokehouse, and it's 7 feet by 16 feet. Because we raise 50 lambs, so now that we're getting ready for fall, and hang it here for the whole winter.
Oh wow!
And it's another way to preserve food. So I do have 5 deep freezers, but all the 50 lambs can't fit in it. So I decided to split it and do some for the freezer, which will allow us to have a little bit more fresh meat, and then a salted, smoked portion also. And so we made it this big so that we could hang any kind of meat. The chicken can be done, the squab can be smoked, and the lamb can be smoked. So that's what we're doing with this smokehouse.
Tell me how many different tools you had to use to build that, because sometimes we see something and we think that it's so complicated, but y'all did that in less than a week, right?
10 days. About 10 days.
What tools did you need?
Well, I'm going to say this first. So when you look at this log cabin, this is throwaway wood from the sawmill. We built it with throwaway wood from the sawmill. And so that's the beauty of it. We didn't have to pay for the wood. We paid for like the 4x4 post on the corners. But the majority of this, it was just free wood that they normally would throw away. And so cost effective, 100.
Yes, ma'am. And so, Sister Beatrice, how are you connecting the wood?
Right.
With screws. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
Okay.
And you'll see the 4x4 post right here on the corners of the building. And then these are the outside logs. And we just put a little screw in there. 3-inch screw.
That's 3-inch screw.
3-inch screw, yes.
So you only needed a drill and a screw.
And so if you look at the bottom here, this is all cement, and we made it cement to ensure that no mice could get in it. So the whole perimeter has a cement base. So we needed cement. I can't say how many we used, but what was it, about 20 bags? Yeah, we did like a 6-inch cement base, and then we got the wood, and then we got the nails. We had a screw gun. What do they call that? Screw gun? What is it called? Screw gun? A drill.
A drill gun.
Yes, a drill. And that was about it. Open that up. Thank you.
Your grandson, you are like putting things together. So you need this, because when you're on the farm, you're not just growing food, but you growing the infrastructure to protect it and to use for different things, storage and all of that.
Yeah, so we have a table in which we're going to salt the meat on. And then we have these 4x4 posts on the ceiling in which we're going to hang the meat from. Wow. So
now you slaughter your own meat, Sister Beatrice?
Actually, we do both. So the ones that we sell to the public, it has to go through USDA. But our own meat for us or friends and family, we slaughter our own. Because even though they say halal, they slaughter halal. I don't think they know what halal is. So halal is from birth to death. And normally how they slaughter it is what they call halal, but that's not what halal is. Halal is the treatment of the animal from birth to death. And we can control that because they're born here.
And you're feeding them, and you know what you're feeding them.
We know what they're feeding and everything. So right now we're in the works with North Carolina Works. to make this a training program to teach farmers and other young people how to use aquaponics, and
Beautiful.
change the traditional farming, because traditional farming is not working for us. And most of it
Mm,
because we got to have $100 million just to buy one piece of equipment. And
mm.
we've been tricked and bamboozled into believing as a farmer we should go buy feed. That is totally, totally wrong. You cannot be a farmer and buy feed for
You
the
go
animal.
broke. You go broke.
And that's why all of us is going broke and losing our farm.
Right, right. And
So
Sister
we have to,
Beatrice, go ahead, beloved.
no, we just have to change the paradigm. We have to change it. And so we're making a program to teach farmers how to change that paradigm. Grow your own feed. Grow your own feed. Keep your animals healthy. Make your own smokehouse. Right now in farming, everybody else makes the money but the farmer.
Right.
So we did we had a special forum in Chicago a couple of years ago, and I'm over like Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and the mission was to find some Black farmers with a finished product, and I couldn't find one, because
Whoa.
if we make kale, we just sell fresh kale, but the money is in canning the kale. It's preserving it, yes, to put it on the shelf in a store, because it's 10 days once you harvest, and after that they got to throw it away. But if you can it can be on the shelf for a year, 6 months to a year.
Right.
And so we have to find longevity to preserve our food and get into the game. And so
you use the kale. You use the kale for feeding your animals, right? Because I know the most honorable say, yeah, we shouldn't eat it, but definitely it's good for the animals to eat.
Correct. We don't eat it. I don't like kale. But
Yes,
I don't deny other people what they eat. Some people specifically come and say, I need kale for my restaurant. So I don't deny them. I just grow it for them and they have it. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So this right here in front of us is the squab house, and we're now winterizing the squab house. And so if you see those boards over there, these boards right here, right now it's open. It's open. They get fresh air. They get sunlight and everything, but we're going to put plastic and then cover it with these boards. And then that way they won't be cold and die of the cold. So that's another winterizing we're doing right now.
Now, how will they get air once you do that?
They have other spaces. So if I go to the side right here, as you can tell, we also use that same wood that the sawmill is throwing away. And you can see there's spaces for them to breathe. And then on this side, we actually have a room for them to come out and get sunlight right here.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. Yeah, they have a whole like aviary right here in which see them perching on the trees, on the sticks and all of that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we make sure that they have fresh air, they get sunlight. You see them? I don't know if you can see them.
Oh, yeah, look. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we have 3 varieties of squabs. We have homers. What's the second one? Homers and racers, which we use for entertainment purposes. And then we have utility birds, which is used for meat. So we raise chickens just for the eggs. We don't see chickens as a clean animal no more. Based on the feed that they give them and the studies we did, we don't even eat chicken, but we go to squab, and it was told that that was the best meat to eat.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Do you have I see you're walking somewhere. Your land is absolutely beautiful. How many acres do you have again, Sister Beatrice?
10 acres, a little less than 10 acres.
Right. And look at you're able to do so much on 10 acres.
And way in the back,
10 acres is a lot.
Yeah.
In the back, we have 4 acres, which is used specifically for entertainment purposes. You can have weddings, anything like that. And that's something that farmers have to learn to utilize their land to make other forms of income. Because most farms is beautiful like this, but they didn't see entertainment as part of the farming industry, but it is, because you get to cater and you get to give them good food that you grew yourself, and that's what they will eat. So it's a plus all the way around.
And you have boots on the ground party.
Say that again.
You can have that boots on the ground party.
There you go. So this is our.
They ain't got more stuff.
This is our aquaponics system, which is a special system. It's like no other aquaponics that they have. And this aquaponics, we raise fish, two types of fish, ornamental fish right here, which doesn't cost anything to raise. I don't know if you can see them, but they're beautiful. They're blue, they're green, they're neon. And we sell them in a cup with a plant. This is the cup that we use right here. And we put a fish in here, and it doesn't cost us anything to grow them. So you have your initial investment. We started out with 5 fish, 3 females and 2 males. And now we have over 300 within 2 months.
Woo! Wow.
So mathematics, we have this, we put a fish in here. These cost us $1. And we put a little plant in here, a little sand and a fish, and it now becomes $10.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't. Over here, this is our, you can't see much. Hold this. But this is our experimentation right now on growing a Zola. They're doing it everywhere, but in America. And I'm working with another brother. I think he's out of Chicago, another believer who raises fish and is familiar with this system. He's the one that introduced me to this aquaponics system a couple of years ago. And he too is growing a Zola and comfrey to feed animals. So there's a big study going on now to see how we could cut these costs. So this is our testing phase right now. But we know it works. We just need to know how to do it ourselves.
Sister, look, we have somebody in the comment section on Sister Pritchard. She said, Sister dropping gems today. Look, I told you, I sent that text out. I was like, look, y'all want to tune in to this. You are definitely dropping gems.
Our sisters are doing so much. We want to hope and pray that the brothers come on now. I know y'all hiding under that sycamore tree. Come out, come out, come out.
Y'all? Y'all?
Is that Ahmad in the background saying, y'all?
Yeah, he said don't exclude him.
Ahmad, come on, I see you. Yeah.
You're doing your thing, brother.
And we got Rashida's son 14 in the background too helping. So we need more brothers to, help. We need brothers like Ahmad.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're starting a training program. We're starting a training program. We're looking for students all over the world, all over America, to teach them what we're doing. Because the medium farmer right now is 70 to 80 years old. And so we need the youth to come on in and learn this stuff. And I'm working with the state of North Carolina right now to make a curriculum so that they can learn this stuff. And so people that want to learn this could go straight through, like if they're going to college and they find aquaponics and they'll say, oh, I want this program, and they could come in and take this class.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Beautiful, sister. See, I told you, tremendous inspiration, beloved, tremendous. Yeah. But your grandson has been teaching already, right?
Yes, he teaches classes now. He still teaches classes. So he does most of the teaching. Even though I'm doing most of the talking right now, he's the one he gives most of the classes.
We got the pictures. What happened to the pictures?
Right. Look, I've been so enthralled. Let's jump into the pictures.
Yeah, quick.
I sent us some pictures. Let's see.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, squab. Those are the baby squabs. That's about 2-3 days old. Yeah. And so you grow them for 28 days. By 28 days, they're full size. And full size is about 1 pound to 2 pounds. So that's enough meat for one. That's way more than enough meat for one person.
Yeah.
I know we like our chicken, but
yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's a man wrestling a sheep. We was
And you
we
you
were
share the
actually
sheep?
giving up. We
You
don't
share the
share
sheep?
them.
Hmm.
We don't share them because even though this one has hair, we this one has wool. We normally have hair sheep. So every once in a
Oh,
while, the genetics does its thing and gives them back their wool. Um,
right.
yeah. So we was actually giving that one some vitamin C, some extra vitamin C.
I'm on
Yes.
the bomb with them animals. I'm telling you,
Okay.
he don't have any fear.
Animal whisperer.
There you go. Now that is our herbal flower drying place. We have to put the roof on it, so we're working on putting on the roof. But that's where we dry our herbs and our flowers, dry flowers.
Beautiful.
Yes.
This is another project we're working on in Jackson Springs, North Carolina. There is
Mhm.
a believer that has 80 acres, and he has came out to the farm and he said, can you please turn my 80 acres into what you're doing so that we have a place for believers? So
Wow.
we have a big project ahead of us. They're looking for people that want to join the project. We have 10 spaces for houses for people that want to move onto the land and become part of a farming, entertainment, education community.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And where did you
Many
say this
people.
land was?
This is Jackson Springs, North Carolina.
Okay. And how
He
do
has
people get, for
a
those who are
beautiful piece of
interested
land.
in doing this, Sister Beatrice, what kind of moves they want to make? They need to make.
They could call us at 704-740-0432 or my email at via Jasby, VIA, V as in victory, IA, JAZ as in zoo, BEA at gmail.com. And they could
Okay,
inquire
so
there.
I'm going
We'll
to
have
ask
a
you to say that.
website out soon.
Good. I'm going to ask you to say that one more time. Phone number?
Phone number is 704-740-0432.
Okay. And the email address again?
V as in victory, I, A, J as in Jack, A, Z as in zoo, B, E, A, B as in boy, E, A, at gmail.com.
Thank you, sister. Beautiful, beautiful.
We're working with Alhambra to make this happen in Jackson Spring, North Carolina.
Awesome. I'm so excited because I could get to talk to y'all and learn stuff. So before I have to go out there and experiment, I could just give y'all a call or stop through and just see, how to do
Yes,
certain
ma'am.
things too. So I appreciate y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
And do we have any questions? I see one question. Is the farming class only for the believers?
No, it's not.
Okay. All righty. There's your answer. And I tell you what, that took us right to the end of our show. And I know Sister Beatrice and her grandson could have talked a whole nother hour about what they have going
Easy.
on over there. And let me tell you, you already know, Brother Mar, you didn't talk a lot today, but you'll be back. You'll be back because you all have to
You broke
continue to
out.
share. Listen, share and inspire the believers to do this. This is absolutely amazing what Allah has blessed you all to do. And we're so grateful to have both of you all on the show again. So I pray that you all have continued success. We will be in touch with you. Sister Melody, you have anything? It's right at 6:30.
I just want to say, brothers, sisters, let's do this thing. Y'all leave the city alone. It's too crowded. It's too. Let's do the Underground Railroad in reverse and get back to the South where we need to go and have a peace of mind.
Right. And reach out to Sister Beatrice. She gave us the information. Come on, let's get to it. All right. So, as always, we thank you all so much for participating and joining in our show today. And we greet each of you in the beautiful greeting words of peace and paradise of Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Queen.
Welcome to Salam, family.